get the youth out to vote.
And we're really very excited with this, and we asked people if they want to register to vote, and some of them was really excited, and they told me, yes, we do that.
Yeah.
Always keep in mind it's good to register because your vote do matter, especially as students.
I've been trying to register to vote for a while, and my mom was saying we could get around to it. I just never knew how simple it was, how easy it was.
My name is Dave Jordan. I work on campus, and I think it's great that students are getting involved and they're taking an interest in the process and exercising their right to vote. So it's a good thing to do.
Our students are here to share with you their wonderful experiences in conducting the first ever Howard Community College Street Law Student Voter Registration Drive. And you'll hear about their interesting and important experiences with street law.
Hi, my name is Kate Risette, and I was part of Student Votes Matter voter registration at Howard Community College. I had a really positive experience with it. I felt like I was doing a lot of good by influencing the students around me to become part of their community. And it was really important to me because I got to learn a lot about the registration process as well. I was actually not registered to vote before we went to training, and I registered then.
You learn a lot about people, and it's really good to see people enthused about it, but it's really disappointing to see people who couldn't care less about voting. I think it's a shame that they don't want to be a part of the democratic experience.
I think it's very important to get students our age to register to vote because what's going on in elections has a lot to do with their future, and that's the only way that they're going to have a say in their future. And I feel that it's very important to get students to register to vote at this early age because then it instills that in them for the rest of their lives and onto their children. Like, for example, my parents were registered to vote at a young age, and ever since I've been young, all I've been seeing them do is vote, vote, vote. So in my mind, it's never been a question of whether I wanted to vote or not. It's always just been a matter of time.
I thought the course was very informative. It's just a lot of information that I never really took into consideration, and I think that more people should take it, or people should go in and try and learn about it so that you know about voting.
My overall street law experience, it ended up being more community involvement, and we learned about many resources that we can utilize to be more involved in our community.
It was great because I was fortunate enough to have a class that with people that had a lot of different backgrounds, and it added to the discussions that we had, and there's a lot of different points of view that might not have been my own.
This course was a very good experience for me. I learned a lot about real life situations, and I also learned how history repeats itself, and I learned a lot about warrants and what to do in court situations and just personal situations that can happen in life.
The most important thing I learned from the class was probably the voter registration because I myself had never applied to vote, and it was pretty cool to see how everyone responded to that.
Professor taught us that we shouldn't be afraid to start our own business, and we shouldn't be afraid to have several jobs. And so with that inspiration, I'd like to start my own business, and I have already some clients.
One of the areas that I found helpful to me is actually, from personal experience, is when I read over the documents, because my teacher told me to read over the documents to make sure they're all right. And I bought a motorcycle, and I read over the documents, and it ended up the guy did the paperwork wrong, and it saved me for about $3,000 for the taxes.
I found the street law class to be very informative. Myself being an older student than most of the kids in the class, the information is particularly about credit, consumer information, and the orphans court. That's a lot of good information that a lot of kids, I think, need to know when they're younger, instead of going through the experience and finding out the hard way.
That concludes our street law class message to share with others. We hope you found it to be informative and insightful. We hope you share the same mission and goals and ideas that the street law students have shared with you. And we trust that this will be helpful to you in your future street law studies. Thank you.